music is universal, and regardless of the language, the message still gets through. One very special time, and we were talking about you running into your bandmates and getting goosebumps. This time, this one memory still gives me goosebumps to this day. We had a band, Japanese band from Okinawa, and the name escapes me at the moment, but they spoke about this much English, and it was the second time they came. So what they had done was they actually brought a sheet with them, and we put it on the back wall, and they had their lyrics translated in English because everything was in Japanese. And they did a killer show for 2 hours, and the place was packed. I mean, it was the second time they'd come through, and it wasn't just the Japanese community, it was expats, it was locals, it was everybody, because their music was so good, it just transcended. And this was right after the tsunami and everything in Japan, and they had written a song to thank the world for their support of Japan during that difficult time. And he explained the song as best he could in English. And the next thing I knew, all the musicians sat down on the floor in the launch, and they started playing this song. And the next thing that happened was, and this was so wild, I've never seen anything like it, everybody in the launch sat down on the floor, and everybody held hands, and it went all the way across, including to the lead singer. And it was just it was just one of those magical moments that just was, it was like, wow, you know, it was just the power of music.
My name is Joe Long. I used to be a big fan of Sense 99. I'm still is, but that's how I start. I hang out there like almost every Friday and Saturday, I guess, for 10 years. Most of the time is like really like a treasure to me, actually, most of the time. I knew all these like great musicians in Hong Kong for a long time. Like some of them are really like top musician in Hong Kong. But like the older space is not really, you know, get to that level yet. It's really like intimate, we're just hanging out. We cannot really do a proper concert. And then once we moved to here, like, and when they saw it, they were like, everybody was like, oh yeah, we can do a concert here. We love to do it because it's hard to tell. It just feels like the right thing to do, and then got the vibe. And then I've never imagined that we can have like techno or like all this like bass musician like Nate Wong, like these big guys are really helpful and support us to do. So we start with all this like local great artists, and somehow and then they bring in all these international artists at some point when people were touring in Hong Kong, doing a concert in Hong Kong, and then they were you know, they're also looking for alternative instead of like the you know, the big concert they're supposed to do. So then it was like, no, when they walk in the door, for me, it's just no way, oh my God, really. And then like, sometimes I don't even know them, like for sure I cannot know everyone in this world. But you know, once they played or sing or do whatever like they're good at, it was like, it just really blows me away. So I think those moments is like priceless.
Oh, hi, I'm Alicia. I'm the general manager at the Aftermath.
And I'm Kyle, and I'm the operations manager, so I do all the technical stuff. I always describe it as a live music and arts venue. So I sort of prioritize music in that statement because that's where we started from, I guess, from with the aim to do live music.
Oh, I get it. Oh, yeah.
But we do comedy, we do poetry, we have art exhibitions, almost everything you can think of. But there's been so many great nights and great memories. One fairly recently, the end of last year, was a band called the Priceless Boat who played twice now. Incredibly exciting band to watch, very expressive. And at one point, the lead singer looked up when he was on stage and he saw this scaffolding pole that I used to hang the plexiglass screen that we had to have during COVID. And I was watching from the back of the bar, and he gets his mic cable and he loops it around this thing, and then he does a chin up and starts singing through the mic from this thing. And I'm looking at it going, this is so cool, but at the same time going, please don't break. Trust my engineering. Yeah, so it's been like that period during COVID where we had to have this screen was just felt so artificial and so frustrating. It was horrible to play behind. It was awkward for the audience. And very close to the end of that period, even though we didn't know the government was going to lift that restriction, we had a night and there was a band called The Flashback, very full bar, and all these young kids just enjoying the music, headbanging, and they literally headbanged the screen and it cracked and it fell down. It was just very symbolic. So it's... yeah, it was never easy, and there were several points where we decided that was it. And for some reason, each time one of us persuaded the other one, we had to keep going. So it's it's about partnership and teamwork as well. I think if either of us were doing it on our own, we would have probably stopped. Yeah. So it's. And then we had everyone patting you on your back saying, well, you've survived. Well done. Each time we reopened, you guys are still here. And you get this enormous sense of gratitude and well-being from that. And I think now we see Hong Kong being open and normal life resuming. And it's just a new chapter. Yeah. A rebirth. Yeah, renaissance.
Next song is a special request. Cut me up in your surgery, girl. My Lord, find me a remedy. If I fall, bury me in your arms. Lift me up like a cannonball, throw me up like an atom bomb. If I fall, bury me in your arms. When my breath is given up, please won't you bury me, bury me.
I'm Steve Hui from Hong Kong. I'm founder of Hidden Agenda, co-founder of This Townies and co-founder of Tong Music. So my job is like doing event and work for venue before, but why I love to do music, because if I do music I can show my friends a lot, I can drink and I can enjoy the music I like, just like that easy. Okay. So the first venue, the building is low elevator, ready to walk up. Every time the people come, bring the gear, like amplify, guitar, drums, like we need to help a lot every time. But we stay there around 1 year, one and a half year. We got some warning. We have some warning from police and landlord, and we don't care at that time. But the building, because it's our building, someday we get a notice say this building is all sold to some company. So it means we need to leave in 1 month. So we do a show like we order like over 30 band and pay in, yeah, today just like a farewell show. It's the first time I have farewell show for my, I don't know it's business or for my work, I don't know. So after on the show day, after the show, have two spies just like have one couple, they hand like this and wear just like an audience, look enjoy the show. Oh, they're spy. They ask many things, buy merch, buy ticket, and many department come, police, immigration, and even fireman, land department, every department come and catch me and the band. And the band got catch. They feel upset, but they didn't ring on me. They still support me. And after that, I can't see them anymore because I got catch and I keep holding different department, like 4 hours, 10 hours, and I change another department, something like that. When I come out, I have time. They already leave Hong Kong, so I can't do anything to them, and even I like them and I love them, but I don't have the brave to ask them to come back again because I think it's my fault. I destroyed his like I destroyed his show because he feel happy pay the show, audience happy, but after that got catch. And yeah, maybe someday, yeah, I will ask them, maybe you'll come back. I don't know.
Hello, we are Tofu Kingdom. And then I'm Sam, I play the guitar.
I'm Rita, I'm the vocal and the guitarist.
I'm Bean, I'm vocal and play the synth.
My name's Jill, I play bassist. It gives me so many thoughts in my mind to know what should I do when I play bassist, and I have many improvements. So it is the most most exciting moment, and this time is the Clockland Baby. Oh, it's so exciting! Oh.
Hello guys, I'm Clark. Yeah, I'm a drummer and a drum tutor from Hong Kong. Yeah, and I have been playing drums, I think over 20 years. Yeah, really long time ago. Yeah, and I have been teaching drums around 15 years. Yeah, or almost 15 years. Yeah, so I usually play drums with my friend. Yeah, and teach drums. Yeah, and I recently play with some singer-songwriter. Yeah, who based in Hong Kong. Yeah, is in some indie artist. Yeah, his name is called Jing Wong. Yeah, and our girl is called Olga Zhong. I teach from Monday to Sunday, every single day. Yeah, yeah. Normally is start from the 12:30 noon till 10 p.m. Yeah, normally.
Every day.
Yeah, almost every day. Yeah, some day I will start from 8 a.m. Yeah, to maybe 9 or 10 p.m. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so you just like that. But still fun, and it's still good for me. Yeah, I really love to teach. Yeah, and I really love to play music. Yeah, do drumming. Yeah, play with you guys. Yeah, it's so good. It's awesome.
Wow.
Okay, well, I mean. So I'm Chris. I was born here. I'm from Hong Kong. My mum was Chinese. My dad was English. And I grew up here, and I've always been passionate and interested in music and in the scene. So when I started in a new band, and that new band was post-COVID. Actually, I've been in bands since the 90s, so that ages me. Don't put that in. COVID actually gave a chance for people in their own communities to see the actual talent that's present, because it kind of had really annoyed me. I've had many great bands play at the Underground, and I will say to someone, oh, you should see them. No, I'll wait for, I'm gonna, they want to see the Arctic Monkeys or, somebody international. But actually we have bands on that level here. And I think COVID gave people a chance to go, oh, and I think now the scene is much stronger than pre-COVID. And bands really must take advantage of this and, release songs, play more shows, get people, keep their attention. Yeah. There's been lots of concerts like with big stages. Like that's what I mean. The Music Zone has had loads of concerts. The McPherson Stadium, they've been doing loads of local bands. And what's the other one? West Kowloon, that big Wonder something. I should know the name of this. Yeah, they have a big stage. Wonderland. Yeah. It's West Kowloon. It's outdoors, right next to the nursery park. But it's a big outdoor venue. Loads of local bands have played. So actually, the local band should be really good at Clockenflat because they've had loads of experiences on big stages. That's what I mean. It's really blossomed. It's great. Yeah, it's really good. And Tonic just toured the UK. They played one of their first shows at the Underground, and Rubber Band are going to the UK. So there are bands that have made it here and are going on to. It's fantastic. I know them all.
Hi, so I'm Vincent, or in Chinese name they call me Hey. and I'm one of the partner of Joke Studio and Joke Production. So basically, where you see the background, we are located at Joke Studio, which is one of our core business. So that night on the stage with my tears and my friends around me, I kind of understand why I started. Back in the beginning of the interview, I said we started because of some occasion and chance. I didn't even think of it. I didn't even plan. I didn't even have a mission or core value. Why do I have to start this? But now, after quite a few years, I finally understand, and that's why we have to keep this running even after the events and COVID back in 2019. We used to sell 7 rooms, but we only have 3 rooms now. So is 3 rooms okay? I can tell you 3 rooms is not okay. We can barely survive, but then I was saying, but as long as we're not losing a lot of money, just like the show, just carry on. Yeah, we serve people, right? The people come here to jam. We don't make money here. We know that. We know it like after a few years. We know this is only a side business without making profit, but that's fine. That's fine as long as everyone is happy, right? So yeah, that's the status now.